Whoops, that was a mistake. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Chimera tribe, and I was just about to tell you guys everything that was going down with the different tribe members, and then I reached over here to click and see if I could possibly adjust whatever might be hiding in the genetics before we went and had our babies. And guess what? I went a little too far, misclicked, and the day passed, so we're gonna see what kind of damage that did. But welcome back everyone, welcome back to the Chimera tribe. I just wanted to say a really quick apology that I was not around yesterday. As many of you guys may know from checking my Twitter, my bird Persimmon did pass away and I needed a little bit of a down day, and I just wanted to do this little FYI quick public service announcement. If you guys are ever wondering, Seri, where is Niche? Where are all of the things that I love to watch? Where are all the adventures we have together? And you haven't seen anything, please check my Twitter, because I always inform you guys if for some reason, whether I'm just sick that day or something bad has happened, or there's been some sort of secret collaboration with awesome people that took up my time in the background, I tell you guys about it in our Twitter. So please check my Twitter and try to be easy on me and not spam like, where's this, where's that? I got a lot of angry comments over the last couple days, and it was my birthday Sunday, and then yeah, Persimmon passed away in my hands while I stayed with her for several hours. And it's really hard when people go, where was this, I wanted to watch it, and it's like you have to answer to like 24 different people. Hey, my bird died. I'm really sad now. Please be patient. It'll be back later. So just FYI, if you're wondering, ever wondering, like, Seri, where is it? I want to watch it. Then check out my Twitter, and please direct people to do that. So just like if you see people wondering, or if you find out the answer, I see a lot of people like Cinnamon Bun and others sharing what's going down with people in the comment section. And that means a lot, because for some reason you guys are addicted to these little creatures. And when I don't have the daily niche up, I can tell. I get the comments, and I'm really glad you guys are enjoying it though. Just a lot of you are younger, and so you may not know to check my Twitter. You do not have to have a Twitter. You can click on my Twitter link and you can just look at whatever it says right there up front, and you can go, oh, Seri's really busy because it's her birthday, or oh, Seri's really busy because this happened, or something happened with her mom, or she was just out shopping with chips and things got a little bit out of hand time-wise. So there we go, little rant about that, just to let you guys know. Please check. The niche crew are the most persistent about asking me what went down, and it just really sucks if I have to explain to two dozen different people that I'm not trying to ignore you. I still love all of you. I still want to bring the adventures, but my bird died and I'm sad. So that would really help me out. So enough about that. We're going to move on to something more lighthearted, such as all of the babies that we just had born. So unfortunately, it looks like we do have some illnesses and some sickness going around. I did know already that Tavankir was ill. I'm a little worried about him. He's got a nice little family going on over here. Thank you guys for warning me that if I let Mila have too many babies, there's a good chance that all of those melanistic children will actually spread melanism through the entire tribe. The next thing you know, we can't get rid of it. So I'm going to be really careful about how many babies she has. I think she and Tavankir have earned the right to have a nice, wonderful little quiet life on the edges here, possibly secretly still communicating with the Garden Clan, but we are probably going to be a little more careful with what her children get up to. For instance, I kind of like the idea that Kutaro here may come on down. Oh, look at that, there's a bunny! And he's going to take over berry picking for these two berry bushes. And I just really love the idea that this is kind of like a shrine to High Prince Cuckoo. So we're going to leave him here to sort of take care of this area. And as time goes on, we may decide if he's going to stay here permanently, like that just becomes his thing. Maybe he'll fall in love with a wandering member of the Garden Clan and keep things going on the side, but that doesn't mean one of his descendants or one of Mila's descendants may end up going to the Jungle Island. So you don't have to panic that we'll bring that with us if we shouldn't. And speaking of the Jungle Island, I do plan on moving over there pretty soon. I think another 1 or 2 generations. A lot of you guys say to bring at least 600 food. Some of you guys say you only took 200 and it was fine. There's tons of conflicting information about like what the best jungle goal, what the best jungle outcome and preparation could be. So we're just going to do our our best with what we have and cross our paws that the Pamera tribe won't get wiped out by giant apes and carnivorous plants. All right, so enough about that, and let's have Mila come over. She's going to go ahead and step into the nest. Aitavang here is getting a little bit older now. I'm a little worried about him. We'll have him come over here because I love the idea that he's constantly keeping an eye out. Oh, he could come over to this tree for the garden clan and trying to figure out where they've gone off to. And Lala Siri really loves clearing the grass away because she's very adventurous, very curious. She likes digging around. Oh, she's got the prettiest tail too. Very adventurous and curious, and she likes digging around and just seeing what everybody's up to. And then down here, one of her brothers, of which she now has another brother. But one of her brothers is in charge of helping out with the big tree. So he's going to come over here, and Naduk is going to be our nut collector. So I wonder if we should name him New Naduk. We'll have to come up with maybe some more prefixes to put in front of their names to denote what job they're supposed to have. Maybe when we get to the jungle, because we'll have a lot of things keeping us busy till then. All right, and little Koisi is also one of Coco's children. Coco's going to come over here and become pregnant, step on down. Her son is going to help her repair one of their family nest. Kirku is going to tend to things. Ainuta, when he is not gathering those awesome berries, he's going to be gathering up these 3 regrowing grass plots to help out with rebuilding his wife's nest, because these two have some of the healthiest children that we can. Unfortunately, we have to mark one of their sons as possibly a non-breeder. He does have that H immunity though. What was this little one born with? Wonderful, Tavine! Normal hind legs. He does have short-sighted recessive, but it should be okay. And we should be able to convince his descendants to show some beautiful dots to help us with camouflage. But yeah, that means Kirku, we're going to mark him as a non-breeder because he has the webbed hind legs and he does have big body, and we're trying to wiggle in a little bit more of a lean body. His brother also has big body, but we'll get there. I'm not too worried. And then little Aitaduk has come down to see what's going on because he's quite the curious little sniffer. So is there anything? Can you dig up any roots? I think he's a pretty young prince, but we'll send him exploring. There we go. And even though he's such a youngin', this area is becoming increasingly safe for the members of our tribe. So we'll go ahead and let him explore and dig up some roots and see how that goes. In fact, let me sniff. Okay, we're doing a quick sniff check. Gotta search everywhere, make sure that we're not missing out on too much. Do I have a digger over here? I know I have one digger, or I had a digger, but I think my digger passed away. That mole is not going to let us try to eat him. He's hiding in there. And then let's do a quick hearing test. All right. Okay. Mole. Bunny! There's a bunny nearby! Mole. Okay, but nothing dangerous, so we should be good. Wonderful. Then I feel comfortable sending the little ones out to explore. Roku, who is marked as one of our high breeders, if we can just get rid of that digger's paw. He might stick around. What should I do with you, my friend? I think he'll stay here and he'll be in charge of these berries. And he has Varuta, one of the other royal princes, who I think may be a berry catcher and a nutcracker or a digger. Does he have... He is pretty healthy too, but really Roku has better traits that we're trying to pass on because he has lean body, and we want to have lean-bodied creatures. That is something you guys keep being quite adamant about. For when we get to the jungle, we want to be able to move quickly to run away from certain death, apparently. So I'll keep my eyes on that. Oh, and he should be able, he can sit in this nest and just kind of like harvest the berries on one side and the nuts on the other. Wonderful. And he has a little sister. And does she have... Yes, she's got those nimble fingers. She will be able to help us out with berry picking. So Ailali is going to be sent over. I think Kukuko is going to send his little daughter over. And she should be... She isn't old enough to give her second gemstone to yet. But she should be a fantastic breeder as well. Look at that. We've got that big, beautiful nose. She can hopefully sniff out all sorts of wonderful berries. She's very close to being the archetype of the creature that we would send to the jungle. And we just need pretty much a lean body on her and maybe like one velvet paw, and otherwise I would say that she'd be hands down one of the best that we could send. And I don't want to wait until we're like 1,000,000% perfect and ready to go when it comes to sending creatures to go and be able to do some exploring in the jungle, but I do want to try to wait until we probably won't just send little ones who are going to die straight off. So, does she have lean body? Do you have lean body? Oh, so close. So yeah, lean body and a velvet paw would pretty much be perfect for that. And then holy moly, Andrea here. She actually has some fantastic movement. I think she's going to come over and she's going to help with some exploring. And then over here we have Miko. Oh, this is gonna be so sad. It's her last moments with us, you guys. So we're gonna have another baby with her. I'm really gonna miss her. Oh, I should have sent her to the Peace Garden. Why did I not send her to the Peace Garden? Please live long enough to have your baby, Miko. Oh, she's beloved. I think she would want to have one more child with the High Prince Kukuko, though. I don't really want to call him a king. I like the idea of just calling him the High Prince. All right. Greta, you guys, Greta has had another beautiful panda baby. And this little one is named Mies. And unfortunately, she is... Unfortunately, she does have doubled up immunity, but she is very delicate, very beautiful. I love the idea that Greta may be leaving behind an entire group of gorgeous pandas. Her firstborn, of course, Duke, is not a panda. And oh, you guys mentioned that if I send him down to the water, so I think he'll help gather up this grass for his mom, but then we'll send him down to the water. If I'm careful about it and stand right on the tile right before the water gets a little too deep, he should still be able to do some feeding. So I think we're going to send him over to the family tide pool. It's safe over here. And we'll let him try to do some feeding and see how that goes. Meanwhile, Greta does have another son, Lukunu, and he has hemophilia, but otherwise, we need a fluffy tail and we need a big nose. Yeah, we still have a little bit of work to do, but we're getting there. We're getting there. And Greta is getting a little bit older herself, which is kind of alarming because she just aged up so quickly. And Asan won't be here much longer. So we'll go ahead and have another child with Asan. Though I think Greta's primary preferred mate is actually Iluta, and that is because he too is a double-pawed berry picker. He's got those beautiful nimble fingers that can harvest so much from the meadows. Speaking of which, we're going to have little Rovan come on over and he can help out. He may actually get sent up to this one since I think that Luta will be able to handle both of these berry bushes. But Greta's quite pleased because she's having a lot of children who can turn around and help out with gathering up plenty and plenty of berries from the berry bushes. Vanu, who wants to be a guard. Should we name him like Garvanu? The Queen's Guard? Garvanu? Maybe, because like Gar, like a deep growl, so he can defend his majesty, or her majesty, like his like possess his majesty. Anyway. Alright, Vanu is going to come up here, and I'm actually going to send him a little bit into the grasses so he can light up the area to the north, so hopefully we won't have a predator get the jump on us again. And then meanwhile, Mimi has come along to help out with the family business. So what am I going to have Mimi do? Maybe keep an eye on this baby for a second and light up this area. Oh, Timio! It's Timio's final moments too! Oh, I didn't get to get her to the Peace Garden either, but I guess this is the grand baby boom, so in a way it makes some sense. And then I'm gonna have Isan. Are there any roots near him? I think there's a root right here. Yeah! He dug it right under Vanu's feet. I imagine Asan being kind of a playful guy from the tiger tribe. It makes sense how he would kind of want to pull the legs, maybe quite literally, of somebody who thinks highly enough of himself to be calling himself like the Queen's Guard and stuff like that. So Mimi was going to help out with that too, now that I remember it. So I think that because she has one, actually, genetically, hey now, she wouldn't be terrible. Not the best to breed, but she wouldn't be terrible. So Mimi, you can change your name to Gar Mimi, because I like the idea that this royal princess, knowing she's not amongst like the main royal line for succession, wants to become like the leader of the guards instead. So Gar Mimi can become a guard, but I think that we may have to kind of keep an eye on her because hang on a second. Garmimi and Garvanu may have beautiful babies together, you guys. Hey now. Well, I know what's going to happen. Garmimi, you're going to come up over here and you're going to clear out an area. We're going to see if we can find you a nice nest. And we are going to have some really strong children. We just need to start getting in some claw. And we need to start basically bringing over some of the traits from the tiger tribe to the guards. That's nice. That worked out quite nicely there. All right, and then over here, Ray, who's getting a little bit older. So, oh, there we go, you guys. Found the nest. Found the nest that Mimi can use. There we go. And we'll have Ayanari clear the area out. Oh, I didn't get her off of her baby in time. But this is little Korara, and she has normal body, hind legs, nimble fingers, runner's leg, C and A immunity, normal blood clotting. I feel pretty confident with where a lot of our genetics are going. We just need to tweak a couple little traits, and then I think I'll really feel good about having some jungle-ready creatures. What do you guys think? How many of you who have been to the jungle would look over this tribe? No, Greta! I was trying to make it all pretty, and instead Greta jumps out of the nest. Oh, you shouldn't hold on to your baby like that, Greta. It can't be good for you. But anyway, how many of you guys who have been to the jungle would look at some of the tribe members we have and say that we're ready? Because I don't want to take too long about it, but I do want to just make sure I'm doing my best by the tribe. Speaking of which, oh, there's some food. Food. Nice and prepared, fresh, soft bunny down in the nest. There's that at least. And Timiana can come on over, jump into the nest, and she was going to end up with T. Tigaris. We were waiting for Tigaris to get old enough to be able to have some kids with her. So we're going to scooch him over here. And then I do want to make sure we get the normal body in the tiger clan, or the lean body, excuse me, in the tiger clan as well. And I think the other thing we would really want to try to mutate in, I already did one whole day of trying warning dots. I really think it'd be fun to have it in there, but maybe I should focus on other things like the stinky tail or the big nose, just on the off chance. Or how about we start trying with Velvet Paw? Let's put Velvet Paw in with lean body, just to see if we get lucky enough to kind of bump into those things. All right, T. Vanu is quite the explorer. Can he sniff out any bunnies? No, just the moles. Maybe he can sniff. Oh, there's another mole. You guys, do you think we can get it in time? Come on. Yes! Oh, it's been so long since I've hunted a mole. I feel so proud. Oh, and T. Darta only has a couple days left. No! All right, I think I'll go ahead and let T. Darta come over. He can have some berries, and then he can curl up down here to pass away. But we'll start having the tiger clan be a little bit more aggressive with hunting like this, going into the grasses, and I'll try to get used to remembering to use their hearing skills and their smelling skills so that I can prepare to be defensive when we move to the jungle, and sniffing and hearing things are going to keep us alive versus just keep us fed. All right, I think that's everybody. Let's make sure anybody shaking their head at me. Only the queens sitting on their spots. And let's go ahead and see what the next royal family member is going to be. No, Mio. Oh, tragedy. Oh, cruel world. Oh, it's so sad. Tata. No, I refuse. That's a banned name. Never again will I allow Clay's original name. Oh man, okay, hang on a second. Oh, thank goodness it worked. I was worried like maybe it's something with the name Tata, and I wasn't going to have I was going to have the same issue as before and everything was going to start crashing, but it worked this time. All right, you guys, we have little Maita. Unfortunately, he does have no paw and he has hemophilia, so the chances on swimming tail. So all those things added up, I think that this is definitely going to be our royal prince, Iroku. We'll have to start thinking about picking him out the perfect princess, so hopefully we'll be able to get rid of that digging paw and breed in some of the more preferable jungle traits pretty soon. But he does have a little sister princess named Lice, and she is Lice, I should say. She is really pretty. I like her red antler, or red horns. I don't know if I've ever had somebody with antlers, or excuse me, the ram horns that are that vibrantly red. They're very pretty. It was more this maroon color that was a lot more popular when we were working with our Seers of the Sea. That's really pretty. But yeah, so far it looks like, oh, there's a whole bunny. All right, can we get it? All right, somebody get it. Somebody get the bunny. Okay, I think the prince can get the bunny. Come on, prince, you can do it. Oh, he's so close and yet so far. Oh, well, it was worth it to try to let him go and chase it down. And then he has his little sister over here. Let's see. And she does have quite a few of the traits that we want to see. So I'm going to give her a nice little icon. I think the only thing, yeah, she has hind legs and the big body, but yeah, she's another really beautiful, stunning royal child who will help out when it comes to the royal lineage and help out with having some really healthy babies in a little bit. let's see, and this little one, Lice, she can scooch over here. And then we'll have her dad come down here. I think he's a little sad. Kukuko knew that Mio's life was always shorter than it should be, but it's tragic. And Mio had a ton of children with him, though. I think they had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7. 6 kids? Yeah, they had 6 kids together. That's not something to really shake a stick at. All right, so let's start over here. Kukutaro is going to gather up those berries. Uh-oh. We have another melanistic child. I'm gonna have to be really careful with this. You guys are right. It is definitely spreading amongst her children really fast. We're gonna have Aitavong here. Actually, oh yes, there's another berry bush. But I think he's going to move over here with his daughter. And I think what they're going to do is kind of settle around this tree and focus on bringing in the nuts to be able to contribute to the tribe. And that may help to ease up the fact that maybe everybody's getting just a little bit nervous about all of these babies being born that have Mila's traits. I don't think anybody would make a big deal about it because they're, oh, yes, food. No, why can't you attack? Sorry. Why are you incapable of attacking? There's 2 beautiful, beautiful piles of food right here. And yeah, I can't get my little explorer to be able to fetch any of it. Isn't that just tragic? She's a peaceful explorer. We didn't ask for this. We're going to go to places that are not peaceful. Oh, Lasari, I love you. Oh, dang it. I love it when they have that kind of twist of fate where they're peaceful despite my efforts. All right, and these guys, Aitadaduk, has plenty to keep him busy. So he's going to go ahead and harvest this grass. He's going to dig up these roots. There we go. And then we have little Naduk, and he's busy as a bee over there. His dad is busy gathering up all these berries. His mom just had another baby, Kukir. So lots and lots of babies for Nutu and Coco. I feel like I should name him like Nuko. There we go. Lots and lots of babies for these guys. Coco has had yet another son. She probably has had enough sons now, especially because this one has inherited lean body. There we go. This is almost exactly the type of creature that you guys say that we really want. We just need to give him some sort of dots, or I should say his children, some sort of dots. And we need to get a velvet paw in there. So velvet paw, not on the babies that we've had so far. We'll have to keep our eyes out and see if it's on some of the newbies in a moment. And let's see, I think I'm going to go ahead and send Kirku, because he's not going to be a breeder. We're going to send him sort of towards the berry gardens, because there's lots and lots of berry gardens to pick from. Oh, the little tiger's baby, Kakuta. His mother passed away, and his father is just about, his father and mother passed away in the same day. Asan, I thought I had so much longer with Asan. Greta, you're carrying Asan's last unborn child. Oh, that's so sad. Oh my gosh. I think Vanu, that's why he was so patient when Asan was just like digging up the ground under him, because it's not like Asan had much longer for this world. Oh, that's so sad. Oh dear. Let's see, what do we have here? Digging pot and nimble fingers. He looks a lot like his dad, actually. So I assume... There we go. We'll name him after his deceased father, and we'll have to see what his half-sibling is going to look like in a second. His sister is pretty awesome, is Mio. And actually, this wouldn't be I, because he's not royalty descended. Noted. Alright, so is Mio, lovely thing that she is. Oh, I'm gonna miss Mio too. That's so hard. But look at how far and fast as Mio can go with that doubles runner leg and that normal body and hind legs. This is an excellent scout. So I think she's gonna come this way, and she's gonna learn the ways of scoutship with Irere. And this group is finally about to learn the fact that they have a stream. All these days later, we've only gone this far. It's about time we had some explorers. All right, and I'm gonna have little Anari step to the right over here. And then what kind of babies? Who can she have healthy babies with? Who is Korara, excuse me. Who was Korara's parent? Holy moly, maybe we have enough creatures for a little bit and we really do need to focus on gathering food. I may be overdoing it since we have almost 50 creatures right now. That could get really, really bad if we don't have some rain now and then for our berries. So let's see, Korara, where are you? It's kind of hard to find you. I know, okay, she's gonna be one of the pink circles. There we go. So her father was Tia-san, and he passed away. That's so sad. So Ayanari, you can go ahead and you'll teach your daughters the way of nut gathering and berry gathering. They can help out over there. And then Garmimimi. I guess Garmimimi can stay close to Her Royal Majesty by coming over here. We'll have her mate with Garvanu, and they will start having some beautiful guard children of their own. Meanwhile, Ailukunu, who is a great berry picker but has webbed feet, gosh darn it, is going to start moving over towards his own berry bush to take that over. Same with Rovan. Rovan, you're, well, I could send Rovan kind of over here. He can start working on this berry bush, perhaps. And then Ailuta, who is now the official consort of Queen Greta, can go ahead and just focus on clearing this area out. And then Mies, webbed hind legs, why? Luta, your children are beautiful, but you need to focus on the hind leg, okay? Any of your children that end up having the webbed hind legs lose a lot of their opportunity to go forth and have, like, wonderful advantages in life. All right, so let's see. I do need to have a new berry picker at some point. Andrea is a good mover, so she might become a law, aka an explorer. So I think because I know I can't breed her with the traits that she's got, since she has that no paw right there, and digger's paw, so it's neither of those things are things that we want, and we have so many to pick from. I don't think we need to worry about breeding her. We're going to change her into Law Andrea, and she's going to become an official explorer. There's a chance, I think, Ismio might be useful for being able to breed in the future, but we'll go ahead and mark her as a law as well. So they're up here with Ray, and I think it's safe to say by now that Ray has given up his hereditary title as a prince, and he's going to be an explorer too. So we're starting to end up with a guard group, with an explorer group, with a peaceful explorer group. Frustratingly peaceful exploring is definitely the theme of the day. And then let's see. T. Ivanu, can you smell or hear anything? All right, there's a bunny wiggling its way over. I think part of the key is figuring out how to clear certain paths, but then leave enough grass so you have some good camouflage. So we'll no, dang it. T, well, you just killed a mole, so T Mole Claw. Guess what? You ruined your name, buddy. You ruined your name by picking up the WASDA keys, so you get to be known as Mole Claw from now on. Take that. All right, and we had a baby born over here. This is Lakuk here, and he's got double nimble fingers. That's a twist of fate, you know? We're going for the tiger tribe, trying to breed up some really strong creatures with, you know, some claws, and the tiger tribe heir was just born with a tiger let's see, Taber. T Taber. We're gonna name him T Taber because Tiber. Because he is actually a berry gatherer. That's a little embarrassing when your tribe is all centered around trying to have really strong, powerful creatures that have like big claws and everything. I think that they would love him nonetheless, but it would be a little bit like, oops, that wasn't exactly what we had planned for the family tree. And then T Kirnu, can you attack things? T Kirnu, sure enough can. So I'm gonna have him go off and start doing some hunting as well. So send him away. And T. Tagaris needs to stay here with his mate, but can he scooch over? He can probably scooch over here. Ha, bunny! Oh, if only I could see that bunny in time. He can scoot over there, and there we go. We'll mate with him because he's also kind of sickly, and I worry that he might die any second, so we'll kind of keep an eye on this area. So because Miana is having babies right now to try to increase the strength of the tiger tribe, then we will end up sticking around in this area, even though I thought we would have them be nomadic. Maybe they'll be nomadic once the babies start growing up. But all right, and Coco, I think you have had enough children by now. I'm going to send little Quace up to help her brother out, and then maybe find, she's a good berry gatherer, so she may find her own berry bush like over here to tend to soon. And then let's see, Vandruta is after these awesome roots. So he's going to wiggle his way over here to get to those roots. And then, yeah, Coco. And we also have this little prince. I think he has to help out with the berries till someone can come replace him. But Coco, I think she's had enough babies by now. We've pretty much had the ideal children that we wanted from her. I think one of her sons ran around and had some of the genes we wanted. Like we have the fluffy tail on Tavan here. We've got runner's leg. We've got normal snout. We've got the ability to have spotted grandbabies. So I think Coco's okay. We don't really... What else would we want from her? like just that genetic mix. The H and C has been passed down several times. And then we've got the G and B passed down. Healthy babies. Yeah, I think we're okay. We might have them have more babies in the future, but I think Coco's done having babies for just a little bit. I think Queen Greta wants a moment to have some babies of her own and figure out if we can feed everybody. And then, of course, unfortunately, Ki Kukuko is in mourning, so he has to mourn his mate and figure out who to start marrying his children off to pretty soon. But alright guys, we've actually had the lean body breed in with a random mutation quite a bit this time around. I am really enjoying that we have so many more explorers who can start pecking away into the forest. Speaking of which, we do have the tiger tribe who can start being good little nomads and exploring for bunnies and other sources of meat in this part of the grasses. And then I really love the idea that Tavankir is kind of trying to sneak over to this tree so they can maintain connection with the garden clan and also make it so that his children and their children will have somewhere to go, because we don't want to bring that melanism to the next island. That's something really big that you guys have really reinforced with me. Even though Mila has that D-immunity gene, I'm gonna miss it. But all right, I think we're really close. I would say the next generation, with like the princess, like Alali, and then Roku, I would say their children might possibly, if we have enough food and we can risk it, be the ones that we could start thinking about sending to the jungle island. I am more than ready to go because I'm so eager to see all of this new stuff too. So I'm really excited. We've got pregnant babies bounding everywhere, or pregnant mommies, I should say, not pregnant babies. You know what I mean. Baby bellies, absolutely all over the place. So we're going to see what pops out of there and what kind of babies we're going to have. And then I'm going to stare in absolute confusion at what to do with 40 creatures next time. So I'll see you guys then. Bye guys!